Look at me. Admit it, this was everybody's favorite laundry basket. I know it was mine when I was a kid. It's just a matter of time before we see someone wearing this at a fashion show, unless it's been done already. You guys ever see how ridiculous those shows are? For real. They wear the stupidest, dumbest of things. And even if I try to respect the theme, like, oh, it's supposed to represent nature, the environment, and conservationism, whatever it is that they're going for, why does it have to look so hideous? I think that's what the Met Gala is supposed to be. Or maybe not the Met Gala, but there's something where you dress up and it's supposed to be revolving around the environment. Or maybe that was the theme of one of those fashion shows one year, maybe last year. And that's supposed to be the point. So this used to be one of my favorite laundry baskets when I was a kid, because of course my favorite thing to do was to make it seem like this was some kind of cage. Now that I think about it, I also used it as cage match for my action figures. And I used this to pretend that I was actually a bird. And I thought, there is no way that birds like to be inside of a cage. And that's when I became aware of it, of such a sentiment. And I want to say that I did that right after Mom told me that she always felt bad, specifically for birds. Birds and fish being kept in boxes, cages, confinement, captivity. Captivity of any sort is bad. Like sometimes I look at Dusty and I'm like, I know he wishes he could have like a bigger place to play and stuff. But yeah, it's one of those things. It's an object that I can look at and be like, I can tell you a whole story with this because I just remember it so vividly. Now, another one of my favorites, my second favorite, was Hamper, which my mom had a wooden one. That one was my favorite to get inside of because it was this giant box that could literally fit a human. And of course, when my brother and I would play hide and seek, that was usually the first place we always checked. I want to say he couldn't fit into it quite as well as I could, but there's another one that is currently being used that I really liked because it's about as tall as a person. And that one made you feel like a caged bird. This one. If the laundry basket has been worn as a hat before, citation needed. Show it to me. I'm sure it has been, maybe for a domestic chores theme, but we all know that there's negative associations now with domestic duties.